Hey traders, welcome back. This is our weekend review performance report for the week of October the 3rd, 2022. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. You might be saying, I think today, the day this video is being posted, is November the 22nd. We're doing a performance review for October the 3rd. So I am a tad bit behind on our updates. And boy, I've made a huge commitment here. So I am a one-man show. It's me, myself, and I running the show here. And sometimes when push comes to shove, the YouTube updates are the ones that get the brunt of that. And so made a big commitment here at the start of this week, yesterday, Monday, to do a video a day until the end of the year. So I think if I'm calculating right, it's about 40 videos that I am sort of committed to making. Did one yesterday. That's a good start. We did the weekly the weekly detailed analyses preview video of the market for this week. And that always seems to get a lot of traction. And so, yeah, we've obviously got a bunch of weekly performance review videos to do. I've got some training videos that I want to add in. So let's see if I can stick to this schedule over the next 40 days. Let's see how long it sticks. But anyway, this is our weekend review for the week of October the 3rd in our live trading room. We have just had so much success with the Theta Ferry trade. It has been so fantastic for us. I am going to do a video this week on one of our members who, we trade about 25 different disparate strategies every single week in our trading room. We do about 25 to 35 trades over about 2 dozen or so different strategies each and every week. This is a member that is only doing 2 of our trades every single week. He's doing the Theta Ferry and he's doing the IWM Credit Strangle. And I don't want to let the cat out of the bag, but with a very small amount of capital, he's targeting $1 million return over a 5-year period on a very consistent basis. So I'm going to do a video on that later this week. But our Theta Ferry trade hit once again on Sunday night. It's always nice to get a good start to the week. We don't do the Theta Ferry on Fridays over the weekend. We don't get quite enough premium to justify doing that, but we still get 5 shots at it a week because we start our trading day on Sunday evenings. So that came in nicely for us. Our IWM Credit Strangle absolutely crushed it. This is a trade that we're trying to make 1% a week, about 50% a year. Obviously, you can see on that $54 profit, it was much greater than what we normally tend to get. Usually it would be, squeezing everything we could get out of that trade to make a $25, $26 net profit on it. Worked out really well. Our PayPal Credit Strangle is up over 100% since we have started this strategy this year. Started it in the very first part of February. And that's been going really well. We did roll this week. We tried to stay very aggressive with this trade, and we rolled it out to next week. If it even gets the hint or the whiff that maybe the price action is going to get close to one of our legs, whether the call or the put, doesn't matter. We roll them. We are very aggressive with those, and that's really served us well. Our 4 DTE trades, our Q trade worked out quite nicely for us, $156 profit there. Our SPY trade, we ended up needing to roll that trade on Friday, so that result will show up in next week's analyses. And then we had a huge 0 DTE. We had a $4,000 profit on our 0 DTE there on the SPX, $37,000 of buying power. One of the things that you're going to see as I eventually catch up here on our weekly performance reviews is that I am purposely bringing the buying power on our 0 DTEs way down. I'm committing still about 10,000. I have about $100,000 model portfolio that I trade here in the trading room, and we don't usually like to commit more than about 10% to any one trade. And so I still have the ability to commit $10,000 a day in trading buying power to the 0DT, but I'm actually starting with about 1,000 on this trade. So we're bringing our buying power way down here to try to sort of nudge our trading members along that path of being better at position sizing, so that when we do need to adjust, when we do need to roll or enhance a trade, the dry powder, the buying power is there to do it. So you'll probably see these dollar profits. The percentage profits obviously should stay exactly the same. Percentage wise, our profit should not change at all. But the dollar profits, as we lower our buying power commitments to the 0DT, should lower. But that should be enhanced by us redirecting that buying power, into all of these other trades. So it should even out quite nicely for us. But anyway, we had a Theta Ferry trade that evening. This was the first loss. This is the first loss that we've taken on the Theta Ferry trade, and it hit our stop loss, which is 3 times our credit desired. Usually we're bringing in $500 to $600 of credit on this trade, but we're only trying to capture 100 of it. So 3-to-1 ratio, $300 loss versus a $100 gain. That's fairly easy to recapture. This is the very, very first right there. Mark it down. That's the very first loss. And obviously, these are our October 3rd numbers. I'm sitting here on November 22nd. I can tell you that we haven't had another loss since then. It's just been an absolute gangbuster for us. But really nice day, obviously, overall for Monday. On Tuesday, we didn't do any scalping. I think I had I can't remember, I think I had a doctor's appointment or something that I need to go to. So no scalping in the scalping room that day. Theta Ferry, we didn't get a full profit, but we did exit at a profit. 0DTE, it was an interesting trade. It was something along the lines of like a chicken iron condor. And so not a lot of buying power put into the trade, and so that was reflected in our profit, but still a pretty darn good ROI with all things said and done. And then we had a Nike earnings trade that ended up being very profitable for us. That was a nice trade as well. So $350 profit on Tuesday. On Wednesday, we were able to not single, not double, but triple dip. We had 3 different 0DTEs on the day. And so you see at the end of the day, it's a pretty darn good day. Anytime we can get more than $1,000 in our pocket on a daily basis, we're pretty darn happy about that. And as you look at our trades, you'll notice that there's not really any big, huge home runs there to speak of. $600 profit there, $320 profit on that one, $200 profit on that one, but it all starts to add up. We made a teeny profit on an earnings trade there. Theta Ferry trade came in really nice, above average there. Nat gas trade. So this nat gas trade, right here. So again, this is for the week of October 3rd. I'm sitting here in the week of November 22nd. That nat gas trade that we started right here, which I am now up to about 51, no, more than that. I'm up to $9,700 of buying power now in this trade. That's how much I've ramped up into that trade. It is expiring in 3 days, and it looks amazing. It looks absolutely amazing. About $4,000 profit potential. Keyword is potential. Okay? Still got 3 days to go, but man, it looks amazing. So that was our Wednesday. Thursday scalping made up for our Tuesday non-scalping session by just knocking it out of the park. Pretty much just hit on all cylinders all day long with scalping. It worked out as best as we could have hoped for. Really, generally speaking, I would quit when I'm up that much. Actually, I usually quit when I'm up about $1,000. But we were pretty heavily position size there, you can see I was throwing quite a bit of buying power at that trade. So that's really the reason why the profit is as high as it is. Our 0DTE, better than a 10% return. Anytime we can get double-digit returns on our 0DTEs, we're very happy with that. Our DIA ladder trades, those are continuing to work quite nicely. We got a wheat trade going, nice profit on that trade. It's really, really tough to get better than oil, nat gas, and wheat. Those will give you some really impressive potential returns. They're also really tricky to trade. They're tough to trade. And I will say that the wheat trade is an expensive trade also. We generally try to build these in a way that we can, feel like we have a decent probability of the trade just expiring worthless so that we don't have to burn the commissions to exit the trade. Sometimes that works, sometimes it doesn't. Broken Wing Butterfly, we put in $380 and got $125 back. That's a really nice ROI on that trade. Our Theta Ferry trade hit again, and then we applied a new Theta Ferry trade for that evening, and that hit as well. So it was a gangbuster day. A lot of that obviously coming from scalping, and I think, probably the most important takeaway that you can have here with all these trades is diversification. Some days we're losing money here, but we're making money here. Some days we're losing money here, we're making money here. You never quite know where your profits are going to come from on any given day. So diversify your strategies. It's a key component. If you're in a trading room that's just trading 0DTEs, man, what are you doing? That's not a professional way to approach trading. Friday, we did scalp the non-farm payrolls number for about 20 minutes. And that worked out really well for us. We did a 0DTE. That worked out really well for us. Perfect result, 10% return. That's what we would consider perfect. And then I did a couple of long ES overnight trades. That took a lot of buying power. But it brought in a fairly nice profit for us as well. And then finally, on the SPY trade that we rolled, we were able to exit at a profit. It wasn't a huge profit, but it was a profit. And we were able to exit, and that's the main thing. $5,000 profit on the day on Friday. So, results for the week. It was a capital-intensive week. We were almost maxing out at $60,000 on certain days, and had an average buying power deployed of almost $30,000 to the week. That's quite a bit higher than what we would normally have, but it obviously resulted in a massive, massive week for us, about a $19,000 profit. And of course, we've got a lot of other trades that now, as we are building our ladder trades, the diamonds, the GLD, the gold, the oil, those we'll always have those every week rolling. And so we'll always have something that is unrealized, whether it's a profit or loss, it's unrealized in the trades. So those are still working for us. But it's just been an awesome year for us. We've had a lot of premium in the 0DTEs, and we're up to 231 total trades taken, 223 winners, 97% win rate, and the losers, our average drawdown is about 2.8 times our credit received. So everything looks pretty darn rosy with our 0DTEs. Our AST model, that's our investing model, that continues to completely trounce the stock market. It has been just absolutely amazing. We trounced the market in 2021 when the market was very bullish and looked amazing, did it at less risk. We're trouncing the market this year, actually by a bigger percentage than last year. And while the market's losing money, we're making money. So it's just been an amazing, amazing setup for us. And again, we look at alpha. Are we creating alpha in the account measured by standard deviation? And we are taking about half the risk of the overall market. So if you're more invested in or more interested in investing rather than trading, the asymmetric trading system, AST program, is probably a better fit for you. If you do want to come check out either one of our trading rooms, we have 3 separate trading rooms. We have the scalping room, we have the investing AST program, we have the live trading room. You can do so for free with no cost and no obligation. You can start a free trial We have a 200% no risk guarantee. We'll double your money back. You get into the program for a free trial. You like what you see, you want to try it out for a month, jump in. If you'll do all of the if you'll go through all of the trainings and do all of the things that we ask of you, you get to the end of that first month and you're like, yeah, I think there's something better out there. I've seen so-and-so, or I've seen so-and-so, and I think their program is better. Just tell me that, and we'll get you double your money back, okay? So it's really a very easy hurdle to try to overcome if you're like, I don't know if I want to try it or not. But for those of you that are interested in the live trading room, I'll tell you who it's good for. A couple of things here. Number one, it's good for experienced traders, okay? We're not really attuned to hand holding. And so if you don't know how to roll a trade, if you don't know how to build a strategy, it's probably not the best environment for you. We are looking for experienced traders that need a system. They need a business plan. They need a one-on-one mentor. They need a higher level set of strategies to employ. I love it getting quote-unquote seasoned investors in our trading room and then showing them trades that they've never seen before, they've never done before. And that's what taking your trading to another level is all about. So if you need to move beyond zero DTEs, if you're stuck someplace that's just giving you zero DTEs and you need to up your game a little bit and you know what you're doing as a trader, we are probably a better fit for you. If you're already in a trading room, if you're already paying money to somebody, but they didn't give you a free trial, you had to pay to check them out, they don't show you their results every day with real transparency and real trades. They don't timestamp everything that they're doing so that you have a record. They don't video record and give you access to those archives so that you can rewatch the trading day as it has how it has unfolded. Then that's probably something that you want to get away from. If you want to have unlimited contact, that you and I can contact each other and talk all day long, 24 hours a day. If you think that's a joke, give it a try. 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, you'll get a hold of me. So market commentary. This is a big one right here. Market commentary. Every single morning, I put about an hour into building out my market biases, my market support resistance levels. We look at volume profile. We look at open interest. We look at, Fibonacci's. We look at pivot points. We look at all of these kinds of things to determine what, where, and how we're going to be setting up our trading on the day. Some members have said that this just by itself, the market commentary, is valuable enough for the whole program, to justify the whole program. We do work with 22 different trading strategies every day beyond the zero DTE. There is no one singular strategy in existence that is good enough and works all the time that you can just simply say, I'm just sticking with this. I'm just going to do this. Okay? No professional trader trades that way. And you shouldn't either. So if you're in a room that all they do is zero DTEs, step it up. Step it up to something that's a little bit more dynamic. Okay, we do trade dynamically. That's a hard thing sometimes for new traders to grasp, is that we trade dynamically versus statically. We don't use stop losses on most of our trades. On some of them, the Theta Ferry, for example, we do. But most of them we trade dynamically. We start with very small amounts of buying power and we adjust as the day goes on, and we work the trade. We work the trade as the entire day goes by. That's why we have the success rate that we have on our zero DTEs. I think we have the highest success rate of zero DTE strategies of anybody online. Anybody that's willing to track it and publish it publicly. I haven't seen anybody that's done better than that. And I will tell you that of these 223 winners, probably 80 of them were losers that we needed to work and fix and enhance and adjust to get them back into the profit zone. If we would have just used stop losses, that number would be a lot worse. So again, if you're looking for something that's a little bit more dynamic, if you're looking for setups that can give you about $1,000 a day profit, so we're trying to target about 1% a day, 5% a week. Okay, so I've got a $100,000 model portfolio that I use to trade with in this group, And so I'm trying to get $5,000 a week. If that's a number that, whether it's 1% a day or $1,000 a day, obviously percentage wise, if that's a number that's a little bit more exciting to you than what you've been seeing or getting with, trading butterflies or something like that, that's never going to put any real money in your pocket, then maybe you might want to look at our live trading room. And then, of course, our 200% guarantee. I don't see anybody else that has anything that strong. We are working on building some masterminds. The Cabo San Lucas was just a little too early on the schedule to get it, filled out. But we are looking for Barcelona, Spain in October, and maybe one in Las Vegas as well in 2023. So very excited for those. We'll get you some more information as time goes forward. Our AST program, our investing program, it is for investors. It's not for traders. It's a passive system. It takes 5 minutes a day. You do 2 to 10 simple portfolio adjustments. Boom, boom, boom. Set it, forget it, you're done. Walk away from your computer. It is risk focused. Our goal is to take about 50% less risk or have 50% less volatility than the overall stock market has. We've been able to achieve that and then some over the last several years. And then someone who is more than anything just interested in results. We crushed the market last year. We're crushing the market this year. I don't know what to tell you. Our results, I think, speak volumes for how investing is going. So if you've got a 401k, an IRA, a retirement account, a passive portfolio, a bunch of mutual funds or something like that, and you're down 15 to 20% this year, and you wish you were up 20% this year, this might be something to look at. Okay. Our live scalping room is great for full-time traders. If you're a full-time trader and you're already staring at your screen all day long anyway, why aren't you scalping? You should be scalping. It's also good for people that are not full-time traders because you can do it once or twice a week, right? We've got FOMC numbers being released here tomorrow. Again, I'm recording this on November the 22nd, just the minutes. It's not, Powell's not giving a conference or anything, but that's going to be probably a scalpable event. Peel off 20 minutes of your day and try to get 2 or 3 decent scalps in. You don't need to do this full time. You can do it once or twice a week and it can still be awesome. And it really does have $500 to $1,000 a day of income potential. It's not a guarantee. It doesn't mean you're going to get it, but that's what the potential is. And as long as we can be on the right side of the trade, we have a pretty good chance at that. So scalping might be something that you're interested in as well. Again, remember, we have these free trials that you can check it out. If you want to go to our live trading room, you can go to tryzerodteforfree.com. Come trade with us live for 7 days. Hang out with us, interact with us, talk with us. You're going to see, I think, the most comprehensive trading room online today. If you're looking more for investing and passive stuff, you can go to tryastforfree.com. There's a 2-week free trial there, so that you can see how our asset allocation model, how our portfolio works over a pretty extended period of time there. And if you want to come scalping with us, you can click tryscalpingnow.com and see how good of a trader you are. Scalping will make or break you as a trader. It will really define what your strengths and weaknesses are as a trader. But again, I love this saying, 1 day a month can be life-changing. We've got FOMC coming up tomorrow. You only need to scalp for 20 minutes, and then you could be done for the day. So those are the areas that you can go to if you want to give us a try. I'm going to try my best here to update our videos once a day until the end of the year. We'll see how that goes. But thank you guys for sticking around and watching what we do here in the live trading room. Hope you guys have a great week. We got Thanksgiving obviously coming up. And so I hope you're spending some time with loved ones. Take care.